Hello, welcome back, my dear students of class 9. Dear student, I am Rajendra Rai, your biology teacher, and I am going to give this lecture video for chapter tissue. And in the tissue, I will going I will be able to cover the uh, animal tissue, the first part that has been completed as a revisional video that I have given to you, and second part that is going to be covered, and that is the animal tissue, the revision of the animal tissue as far as your incoming upcoming exam is near. So animal tissue, let us start. Animals tissue. Animals tissue. My dear students, the animals are having the different structural organization as compared to the plants, because plants are static in nature and they grow at a place, at a fixed place till the end of the life, while animals are moving in nature and they don't have the cell wall. That is why their tissue, their body is soft, and according to the structural organization of the animal, these animal tissues can be categorized into four categories. Four categories means number one, epithelial, epithelial. Number two, muscular, muscular. Number three, that was the connective. Number three, connective. And number four, it was, it can be described as nervous tissue. Nervous tissue. Dear student, as far as the name of these tissues are concerned, the epithelial tissues are the tissues which cover the entire body, as well as which cover the, the internal organs, means they structured and the covering of the internal organs both from outside and from inside both. Suppose skin and intestine. Suppose this is the intestine, this is the intestine. So this covering will be of this epithelial, and this covering will be also of this epithelial. So outer and inner both covering are from the epithelial tissue. Apart from the skin, the animal skin, that is the outermost covering, that is for the protection. And as far as their function are concerned, they function as the protective tissue. They function as the protective tissue, as well as they are secretory tissue. They secrete the material, they secrete the enzyme, they secrete the hormones from the different organs, different glands. So protection and secretion, these two are the main function of the epithelial tissue. Now let us come to the type of the epithelial tissue. This epithelial tissue are of four types. A, squamous, squamous. are the different types of the epithelial tissue which are found in the animal body. As far as the diagrams are concerned, if you see the diagram of squamous tissue, then you will see the square shaped cells which get arranged into the linear position. These are the square shaped cells. They get arranged into the linear position and they form the outermost covering. This is the basal membrane. This is the basal membrane, and these are the outermost covering that will be called the squamous tissue. These are the thin sheets which surrounds the complete organ or which surround the complete skin, and square shaped cells are there. Main function is the protection as well as they provide the pathway for the secretion. Dear student, cuboidal cells are cube-shaped cells and they are having the thick layer. They are thick. When they form layer, they are thick in layer. They are thick in layer and they are found just beneath the squamous layer, and they form the thick layer of the skin as well as they outline the different organs. They construct the different organs also. So these are the cuboid. Now come to the columnar. Columnar means they are column-shaped cells. These are the column-shaped cells, and mainly they are found in the alimentary canal to increase the surface area and to secrete the material. These are the columnar. And columnar ciliated means these columnar cells when having the cilia hairs, then they will be called as ciliated columnar. Ciliated columnar. They are formed into the respiratory tract as well as the ovary also, just to evacuate the things from a place. And these are found in the alimentary canal just to increase the surface area for the digestion and absorption of the food. The glandular tissue, glandular epithelial tissue are the different types of the cells. These are the different types of the cells which are found inside an organ that having the different purpose of the secretion, different secretory purpose are there, and they are termed as the glandular tissue which gets supported by the basal membrane. These are the basal membrane. So these are three types of cells. For example, the cells of the internal layer of the stomach. The cells of the internal layer of stomach means parietal cells, chief cells, and parietal cells, chief cells, and mucosal cells. They secrete three materials. Mucosal cells secrete mucus just to coat the internal lining of the stomach, and this parietal cells secrete the hydrochloric acid for the protection, and chief cells secrete the pepsinogen, that is for the digestion of the protein. My dear students, these are the squamous These are the epithelial type of tissue, and the main function was the structural organization of body, covering, protection, and secretory functions. Now come to the next, that is the muscular tissue. My dear student, different muscles are there, they are formed into the animal body, whether that animal is human, or that animal is tiger, or that animal is elephant, or that animal is the other animal, rat, cat, bird, fish, etc. And they are designed to work physically. They are designed to work physically so that they can complete their task. So that they can complete their task of work for their survival, for their purpose, and they have the different muscular tissue, different muscles, and these muscles are number one, striated muscles, striated muscles. Number two, non-striated muscles, non-striated muscles. Number three, cardiac muscles, cardiac muscles. So my dear student, these are the different muscles, muscular tissue which are found in the animal body, and striated muscles are also called as skeletal muscles, skeletal muscles, and these skeletal muscles are also called as the voluntary muscles, voluntary muscles, because they work as per the will of the animal, will of the human. Non-striated are called as the smooth muscle, smooth muscles, or it is also called involuntary muscles. Involuntary means the muscles which are formed into the organs of the body, and they get controlled by the involuntary actions. That is why they are called involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles are the autonomous muscles. These are called autonomous. Autonomous. As far as their mode of functions are concerned, they are categorized into three categories: voluntary, involuntary, and autonomous. Voluntary means the animal will conduct it. Involuntary means these are found in the animal body's organs, and they get controlled by the brain itself, not with the will of that particular animal. While the cardiac muscles are the autonomous, these are the automatically they work for the further. And as far as their structures are concerned, the striated muscles are the muscular bands, muscular cells, elongated cells, multinucleated cells are there, and they get unite together to form a muscular bundle with the striations. They are having a more nucleus and more striations. work according to the will. Example, these are the striations. Muscular bending, these are the striations, muscular bending, and they work as per the will of the human. While this non-striated muscles, these are the muscles which are loosely packed. These muscle cells are loosely packed, they are uninucleate, and they are formed into the different organs of the body, and they get controlled by the brain itself as involuntary action. The should come to next, that is the cardiac muscle, and cardiac muscles are the muscular tissue which are branched. They get branched and so many branches are there with them, and they function autonomically. They function autonomically. They are uninucleate, and rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart takes place by these muscular cells. They are cardiac muscles. So dear student, in this video you have learned this two types of tissue. One is the muscular tissue and one is the epithelial tissue. And as far as their functions are concerned, they are having the different functions. They are having the division of labor. The cells, they are specialized to perform the specific function, and that is why they are called as different types of the tissue forms. My dear student, one more tissue is there, and that is nervous tissue. Later on in the next video, I will take up the connective tissue separately, but in this video itself, you should learn about the muscular tissue, nervous tissue also. This nervous tissue that constitute the brain, and they are made up of nerve cells, and nerve cells are constituted with the axon and cyton. This is the axon. This is the axon covered with the myelin sheath, and cyton, this is the cell body. This is the cell body having the dendrites. Different dendrites are there. These are the cell body having the dendrites, and something like this. Dendrites are there, and they are for the transmission of nerve impulses. These are the nerve ending. So this is the nerve cell or neuron. This is called myelin sheath, and this is axon. This is cyton on cell body. This is nucleus. These are dendrites, and these are nerve ending. They conduct the electrochemical impulse. so that the message can be transmitted from one place to another place. First of all, they get the electrical impulse, then the secretion of acetylcholine will be there, ACH will be there, which continue to the next neuron in the form of electrical impulse. Then again that neuron secrete the ACH. So electrochemical transmission will be there in the sensory neuron and motor neuron and to the brain also. So complete nervous system function on the this electrochemical transmission that get conducted by these neurons or nerve cells in the nervous tissue, and they constitute the nervous tissue. My dear student, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and if you dislike the video, you make dislike put also. That is very important. At least you have to see it. And in the next video, I will be able to explain to you this third type of the tissue, that is the connective tissue. So thank you very much. Thank you. Great day.